Today we're going to be discussing self-concepts and setting new goals for your transformation glow-up journeys. We are going to be doing an exercise for your goals and finding a solution to obtain these goals. For this exercise, you'll need a pen, paper, and a positive attitude. Let's get started. Ladies, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be keeping it on self-concepts, and this is going to be something inspirational and uplifting for people that are on their own glow-up journeys. And sometimes when we are on a glow-up journey, we can feel like it's not enough. Why don't we look better? Why aren't we feeling better? Why are things stagnant even though you're putting effort in? And sometimes you just need to switch things up a bit. So that's what we're going to be doing. I have an exercise for you and we'll be delving into things in a second. Without further ado, let's get into this video. But before we get there, my Instagram is over here, so you can go over and follow. And also I have the links to my Patreon in the description box and contact details if you're interested in a consultation with little old me. So let's get into this video. You're on your femininity journey, but you still don't feel like you are in any type of running to be one of the pretty women. You don't feel like you're there yet, and you feel like you're putting in this time, this effort, and like it's just not enough. It can be a couple of things, okay? Sometimes you can feel like you're not there, but it's a mental thing. You are there physically, you have done your glow up, you do look better, but sometimes you just need to tweak one thing for you to see it. Okay, so let me give you an example. Sometimes maybe you do, let's say, a red lip, and you might feel like it doesn't look very nice, it's not suiting you, and you just don't feel like it's working. And as soon as you wipe that off and you put on something different, you tweak your makeup or you tweak something, then all of a sudden everything looks better to you and you feel amazing. You feel much better about yourself. That can be a similar thing that we deal with in our glow up and femininity journeys with everything. Okay, it can be the whole look can be thrown off just because of one thing. It could be your hair, it could be your makeup choice, it could be something as simple as changing your eyebrows because they do frame your face. So it could be so many different things that you could tweak and play about with that could make you finally see that your femininity glow up journey is working and you have made a dent in that thing. You have made significant improvements. That's the first thing. Another thing, of course, could be the fact that you haven't reached your own goal, and so how you look just isn't good enough to you, and that's fine, but it's about continuing to work on yourself until you actually get to where you feel like you need to get to. So let's have an example. If you want to master your makeup, then you don't stop until you've mastered it. If you want to master putting on fake lashes, then you don't stop until you have mastered it. If you want to get to a certain dress size, if you want to go up or down, then you get there and you keep on going and persisting and putting that effort into what you want, to the outcome of your own glow up journey that you want to see. Lots of women can fall off of their glow up journey because they're not having the results that they want, like this, and you just get so fed up and then you throw in the towel, and by the time you've done that, other women are surpassing you and you feel even worse about yourself at that point. So that is the thing not to do. What to do is to keep on going, and if you have fallen off, you just jump straight back on and you continue working towards your own personal goals that you have set for yourself. Or maybe it's just the first initial example I gave and you just need to tweak something to make yourself feel better about yourself, because that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Other people can say whatever they want to you and it doesn't matter, because you care more about how you feel towards yourself That's what actually counts. If somebody says something and it's positive about the way you look, but you don't feel positive about the way you look, then what they say isn't going to matter, and it's not going to affect and make you feel better, because you won't believe it. So everything that you feel towards yourself is the only thing that really ever counts. So that's what we're here to work on today. Now we're going to do a mini exercise. So get your pen, get your paper, and come back. I'm a very big believer in constructive self-criticism. I think that it's necessary to be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, who can you be honest with? And there is a difference between tearing yourself down and it being constructive, so that you can make improvements and build upon yourself. On the top of your sheet, you're going to write down my goals. Once you've done that, you're going to put a line straight down the paper, and on the left you're going to write down something about yourself, your physical appearance, that you feel like is hindering you a bit, okay? But it's something that can be changed. But we're not speaking about drastic things, you know, like surgery. We're speaking about things that you can go and change tomorrow. You could write down your hair, okay, on the left. On the right side of that line, you're going to write down what you feel mentally you need to do to adapt that change to your hair to make you feel like you have the look that you want. On the next line, you're going to write down something else. If you have something else that you feel is hindering you, don't force it and be searching for things. If you have something and it's right here and you can't get away from it, it's something that you're thinking about, it's constantly niggling away at you and you really dislike it, you feel like it's hindering you, put that down on the paper as well. And on the right hand side of that line in the center, you're going to write down your solution for enhancing it. Let's just say it's the nose. So we're talking about something that you can change tomorrow or today. Okay? So if it's the nosy, then you can do some nose contour and you can really get that going to sculpt your nose into more of a shape or look that you want. We're looking for positive solutions to the things that you feel are hindering your glow up journeys. Another thing might be maybe your dress sense. Maybe you are still wearing flat footwear everywhere and you don't have the confidence to go out there and wear a pair of heeled boots. So on that right side of that sheet, you're going to put down wear heeled footwear, and you're going to make sure that you work down this sheet and you make these changes. This is your homework, and this is something that I feel you have to do. I feel is totally necessary to you fully being on that journey to being the best version of yourself. You're not just going to write down those things on that paper and then it's going to get covered up with the daily newspaper and you're just going to forget about it and start using it as a coaster for your drinks. No. No, that's not what's going to happen. You're going to put these things, the solutions, into action right now. If you need to get the nose contour, then as soon as you can afford it, or if you can afford it, then you're going to go out and you're going to purchase a contour kit and you're going to start watching YouTube videos and you're going to practice how to get the contour going. You're going to do it right now, as soon as possible. If it's the hair, then you're going to make the necessary changes that you wrote in the solution that you need to take to get the hair look that you want. That's what you're going to do, and you're going to do it right now. If you're not in the financial position to do that right now, then you need to write down next to the solution when you're going to be in the financial situation to do it. That's what I want you to do, because you have to make changes now and be a doer and not just a complainer, complaining about yourself, being unhappy with yourself, not fulfilling your potential. And let's be very clear, we're all a work in progress. Well, no, some people have already figured it out, but Most people are a constant work in progress. I know I am. I'm still not fully at the end of my glow up journey yet. I'm still on that ride and enjoying that journey. Sometimes it gets frustrating because you do feel like I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and I still haven't unlocked my full potential yet. But that is what makes it more exciting, because you can get there. That's where wardrobe comes in, makeup, tweaking things, doing different makeup, different looks with your hair. That's where all of that comes in. Different posture, feminine voice control. If you want to do that, it's not for everybody, of course, but for me, it was a necessity. I had to do something, so I did it. So this is the solution kind of action-based outlook that I'm talking about. I don't like something, here's the solution, implement it. Boom. And that's how I feel like you're supposed to be doing your femininity journeys. Now we have the solutions to some of our hindrances. So that's the positive step that we've taken, and we're also going to be taking action and actually implementing those solutions and going through with it. And if we can't afford to make the change right now, if it is something that requires money, then you're going to write down when you can afford it and you're going to implement it on that date. But now we're going to move on to something positive mentally. Because one thing that you can't forget when you're on this kind of self-evolution journey is the love for yourself and remembering why you're doing it in the first place. It's about remembering that you're doing it because you genuinely want to be your best version, and that also requires you to have your own back, be your own best friend, look out for yourself and do your best to make decisions in your best interest. Of course, lots of us can bury our heads in the sand with things, or you can make decisions here and there that maybe you wish that you hadn't. That's a part of life, but for the most part you want to make sure that you are mentally and internally boosting yourself up, being nice to yourself, reminding yourself that you love yourself and you have your own back and you want the best for yourself. Okay, so I just want you to remember that. You have to remember why you're doing it, why you're making those changes, why you want to be the best version of yourself, why you want to enhance your looks, why you want to do this, why you want to do that. You have to remember why. And even if it's dating purpose related, you're still doing it for yourself because you want the outcome that you want. So it all comes back to yourself anyway. So ladies, on that note, I'm going to love you and leave you here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video tomorrow.